Congratulations, you have just been promoted from being the peer of your peers to being the boss. Now what? Well, it's very common to feel some discomfort in this situation. You know you're equipped to be the boss. Somebody decided you were good enough to be here, or maybe it was urgently needed that you got this role. However, if you're continuing the behaving the same way you have been doing with your friends, with your now reports, you are going to trip up as a boss, and it's going to unstick all this potential that somebody saw in you that meant they gave you this role. So here are my 3 tips I want you to use in order to make the most of this transition if you are in this position of becoming the boss of people that you used to be peers of. First of all, be transparent. Be transparent the potential awkwardness you're experiencing. Have one-on-ones with your team to address their concerns. Offer a way forward. Allow them to voice their concerns and talk with them as a group as well to establish this vision of how you're going to move forward to establish your credibility and your authority as a boss. You're going to have tons of ideas as a new boss. Most of us do. I would suggest treading very lightly in your first 30 days. There is a whole art to your first 30 days, your 30, 60, 90. And this is really, really important when you've been promoted. So incredibly important. Tread lightly for your first 30 days before you start imposing new big changes. Build the relationship first, build that authority first, and then start imposing the changes. People often make the mistake of thinking, if I start bringing in changes, they'll respect me. It works the other way around. Build the respect, then bring in the change. And tip number 3, distance yourself. This is hard if you've got really good friends. Here's the thing, if you're their boss, you're not their best friend anymore. And that's okay. You've been promoted, and one of the things you have to accept with this promotion is that you might lose some friends, or at least the friendship is going to shift. It can be challenging if you've had these friends to now suddenly be their boss, but if you give them mixed signals, they're going to feel like they don't have to respect you in the way you need them to respect you in order to get your job done. If you found this useful, check out episode 146 of the Leading Women in Tech podcast.